Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. Yeah, I assume we've all seen the trailer by now, ladies and gentlemen. If you've not, where the fuck have you been? Let's face it, what have you been doing, mates? What have you been doing? If you've been fornicating of some fashion, then fair enough, I'll let you off. But otherwise, step your game up. You gotta get on that shit. It's that time of the year, people. People are speculating as to what the next Call of Duty title has in store. And I'll be honest, I'm well aware that your subbox is probably filled with videos of a similar nature as to this one, but I thought I'd give my 2 cents on it. Now, disclaimer alert, ladies and gents. Obviously, it's the first trailer, and obviously it's to showcase a very sort of small percentage of what the campaign will have to offer. It's mainly just cinematic cutscenes and things of that nature, but nevertheless, you can still derive some sense of what the multiplayer may have in store, if not visually, then you know, you can still pick out certain things. So, and besides the actual commentary topic that I'm actually going to discuss in this video, it doesn't really rest solely on the actual trailer itself. Or at least it might not do. I don't know. Don't hold me to that. So anyway, today's video, I'm Ben2595 by the way, if you're wondering. How's it going? I'm naked right now as I do this commentary, as always. I've got a few worries with regards to this next Call of Duty. Basically, for me, I don't know if you guys agree with this, but let me know in the comment section below to anything I actually bring up in this video itself. I am actually interested to hear your guys' thoughts on anything that I do cover, but also anything that I do mention will be found in the video description below if you're wondering what the fuck I'm talking about. But anyway, for me, each Call of Duty title that comes out, it seems like the Call of Duty franchise overall, it's completely lost touch with its roots and its hardcore fans. Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, it seems to have taken inspiration from a number of sources, namely Halo, Crisis, Titanfall, fucking, what else, Blacklight Retribution, Half-Life 2, Spider-Man, Elysium, the movie, Predator, District 9, fucking Harry fucking Potter, Jesus. And in my opinion, Sledgehammer Games, they should have adopted the simplicity approach, namely a tweaked version, both aesthetically and in terms of gameplay-wise, of Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. Now, the pub's experience within these newer Call of Duties, they're becoming increasingly worsened each year, and it's no surprise why the competitive scene is just been on the rise. Now, one aspect about competitive Call of Duty is the restrictions that they pretty much rule in favour of, such as, for example, certain game modes, certain weapons, certain perks being allowed, and accordingly, you would have thought that Sledgehammer would have learned from this and adopted a similar approach stylistically, that is, avoid making an overly complicated game which gives the player too much customisable option. When you think about it, the competitive rule set makes Call of Duty better by taking out the shit already present in the game which shouldn't be there in the first place. Has anyone thought about that? Developers? Think about that one. Just think about that one for a second. Now, it's the third game in the row to be set somewhat in the future, and naturally, you think about the future, you associate with it themes of complexity and advancements in technology, and by choosing a futuristic setting, they're arguably making it easier on the creative front, e.g. making weapons that are made up, bullshit perks, retarded kill streaks, etc. I mean, let me know what you guys think, because if I'm being totally honest here, I'm expecting a game full of gimmicks, a shit ton of childish appeals, and one which is littered with regular DLC content which, like now, and has always been the case frustratingly, takes priority over the important changes and implementations that we as a community actually want to fucking see. Worst case scenario, I don't know, a somewhat clone of Call of Duty Black Ops 2, but this time on steroids. I don't know, I'm just getting fed up of gimmicks. I mean, take Call of Duty Ghosts for example. Michael Myers, Predator, I've heard rumours of Terminator making an appearance in an upcoming DLC release. Voice packs, Snoop Dogg. I mean, come on, seriously. Even if you look at the customisation and kill streaks, the ghillie suit, IEDs, IMS, bulletproof dogs. I mean, seriously, those dogs are bulletproof. Helo Scout. You know, as if it's bad enough getting quickscoped on the ground, you can now get quickscoped from the fucking sky. Oracle, I mean, really? Oracle? Juggernaut, you show me who wanted to see a return of the Juggernaut. Both the Recon and the Assault, by the way. And as far as the Maniac goes, I'm sorry. The Maniac, what the fuck was that about? A dude, an OP dude, running around in a gimp suit, using the most overpowered weapon in the entire franchise history, a one-hit kill, a knife. What the fuck is that about? It's just stupid. It's just stupid, silly gimmicks which only kids and people of a low mental ability find enjoyable. I'm sorry, but that's just the truth. As far as the Advanced Warfare potential gimmicks, I can see this exoskeleton, mech suits, and wall climbing, jump shotting on steroids, Superman strength, cloaking ability, some kind of millimeter scanner type device, and like a scanning grenade or motion sensor, portable and deployable sheet of some sort that conveniently becomes a head glitch. No doubt, I don't know, more drones of sorts and like beefier versions of, I imagine, the AGR from Black Ops 2. I just don't see where the difficulty lies when these developers come to make a Call of Duty game, a good one of that. When you think about it, it's pretty easy to make a good Call of Duty game. Include all the good stuff, ditch all the bad stuff. Take, for example, there are a lot of advocates of the 357 format from Call of Duty 4 and World at War. If you want to use that for kill streaks, use that, 357, simple kill streaks. Specialist, that's me in particular, I'm a massive advocate. I enjoy the Specialist from Modern Warfare 3. Don't like it in Call of Duty Ghosts. Incorporate the Specialist from Modern Warfare 3. You know what I mean? It's just incorporate the good shit, get rid of the bad shit. It's simple. As far as things like, I don't know, achievable things, nukes, mobs, chem strikes, some people might be against it. For me personally, I think it adds longevity to the game. It gives you something to play for. Look at Black Ops 2, it got boring after a while because there's nothing to actually fucking aim for. I suppose the only problem is when you have to consider aspects which the community are pretty much split over, e.g. quickscoping, and as much as I would love for such a thing to happen, a franchise increasingly driven purely by profit margins, I'm sorry, but they just simply won't exclude such a feature if they think it may, and I'm sure it would lead to an eventual drop in sales. And to be fair, I don't even care that it would piss off such a forceful portion of the fanbase, and judging from how we as a community are treated, I think it's safe to say we're labelled as a customer first and fans second. So overall initial thoughts, as you can probably tell, I'm not so keen on it being set in the future. Like I said, I think it gives developers far too much free rein on the kind of bullshit that they want to incorporate and just pass off as I don't know, gimmicks, because essentially when you make stuff up like the Maverick and the Peacekeeper and what else was the Ripper and things like that, there's no sort of counterpart in present reality that you can compare it to, and so they can just bring out some daft killstreak or weapon or something like that, and you can't actually, you know, you feel less justified in saying, well, actually this is a bit daft, and they can just turn around and say, well, it's the future. Shut up. Sit down. Give us your money and shut the fuck up. It's just that kind of, I'm not so keen on it, you know what I mean? But I'm interested to know what you guys think with regards this initial like trailer. I mean, it does irritate me. I'm not gonna lie, it irritates me when people say you can't derive anything from these trailers. And obviously it's a campaign trailer, and by that it won't tell us much about the actual multiplayer game. And in fact, the multiplayer trailer won't tell us much about the multiplayer game either. But in saying that, you could also say that by the time the game's out, that won't tell us much. You have to wait until after Christmas, when the Christmas noobs have had all the game. It's just that constant like cycle of just passing the buck, it just gets a bit irritating. Personally, I think you can infer some things purely from this. You know, I want to know what you guys think. That's just some of the worries that I have. Let me know in the comment section below. I really would appreciate it if you did. Thanks for watching the commentary, guys. You've been a wonderful audience, as you always are. Take care, all the best, stay moist, use protection, don't be a queef, and peace.